FIFA has been on a slow and miserable decay over the course of the last 7 to 8 years, and EA Sports has done absolutely nothing to fix it. And I wouldn't expect them to make any positive changes anytime soon either. Call me a nostalgia merchant if you'd like, but FIFA 14, FIFA 15, and FIFA 17, do not even think you're sneaking into this list. You can get out of here right now. FIFA 16 can go burn in the depths of hell for all I care. But 14, 15, and 17 were the peak of this game. Those were the best iterations of FIFA, or EAFC 25, EAFC 24. That really rolls off the tongue well, doesn't it, EA? You could argue it's because we're all getting older, and the magic just isn't there like it once was in our youthful souls. I mean, to be honest, Christmas morning doesn't hit the same way at 26 than it did at 6. But the truth is, there are still games out there that make me feel like a kid again. And quite frankly, none of them are created by EA Sports. This company has taken a franchise so beloved and just forced microtransactions and had a complete lack of ethics and morals and direction along the way, and turned what was once a great video game into something that feels more like a chore. And one reason I consider it a chore now is because 90% of your time is spent on an SBC menu. SBC standing for Squad Building Challenges, which is exactly what they once were. Challenges, puzzles. Trying to complete it took some thought, building the chemistry and rating needed, and then you got some good rewards. But over the years, that has completely changed. The rewards have become untradeable, and the squad building challenges are no longer challenges. It's just a rating that you need, and sometimes you need 20 or 30 different windows to get the player that you want. And after spending hours recycling players, doing squad building challenge after challenge, then you end up with the player. And when you go into a game, you remember you didn't really want this player for the gameplay anyway, because it's not fun. You just wanted him so that you could collect a card for your ultimate team. Gameplay is no longer reliable. It's not a fun experience at all. And the microtransactions just prey on a children's gambling addiction. And that's all Ultimate Team is at this point. And because this somehow legal child casino is the main game mode that EA Sports make their money on, that is exactly where all of their resources and focus goes, to pump out new promo after new promo to try to get more microtransactions out of you. But since the other game modes like Pro Clubs and Career Mode don't have these microtransactions, they get left behind. And even though lots of people enjoy these game modes as their main game mode, it's been the same thing year after year after year with no significant changes. So here's the question. Will EAFC 25 be any different? You see, I've been playing this game for over a decade now, and that wasn't like a fun thing for me to say. It didn't feel good when the words came out of my mouth just now, but it's the unfortunate truth, and I've been through a lot with this company, EA Sports, during that time. In fact, I was even part of the EA Game Changer Network for a couple of years. I was one of the golden boys, which even surprised me given the fact that I had been leading a boycott of FIFA points for the past couple of years. I had pledged to never buy FIFA points ever again. I had publicly shamed them over and over and even made skits making fun of their employees, yet a couple of the community managers liked me. I thought that they were genuinely good people trying to make the game better, so I took the opportunity that they gave me. I flew all the way out to Cologne, Germany. EA Sports paid for the flight, the hotel, a food stipend, and let me record FIFA 20 a month before it came out for my YouTube channel. I got to meet some of the other biggest creators in the scene. It truly was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But I did sign a non-disclosure agreement. I can't tell you anything that the EA employees and I discussed during that trip. But what I will tell you is that the two community managers that I do respect still to this day left EA Sports shortly after that. And I also left the EA Game Changer Network on my own accord because I don't think that their morals match mine. And sure, I could have stayed in the EA Creator Network for a couple more years, maybe taken advantage of the trips that they took to London with the Game Changers or to Vancouver with the headquarters where several creators have gone. I could have continued to get the Ultimate Edition of the game for free every single year and played it, recorded content for it several days before anybody else had their hands on it, which is a huge advantage as a content creator. But every single bit of that would have been on EA's dime, which is a dime that I don't respect because Quite frankly, they are an evil company, preying on the gambling addiction of their consumers, and they don't really care about their average consumer. They don't care about fixing any of the bugs or glitches that happen within the game or on the menus. As long as the store is working and they are pumping out and throwing everything at the wall, Harry Maguire can play striker, I don't care. As long as it gets people to buy another 700k promo pack with FC points, that's all they care about. And on top of all of this, during my time as an EA Game Changer, I would try to positively change the game by posting in the dedicated EA Game Changer Discord, where the admins and EA employees could see it, and I would post about these market glitches or price range errors or unjust bans given out to the community because the ban system was broken, and it still is to this day. But every single time I would post in there, I would be met with crickets. I would be met with silence. Absolutely no response from anybody because none of these issues directly affected their bottom line. It wasn't an issue with the store, so they didn't feel a need to actually give it the time of day. No matter what I posted, it wouldn't be replied to and it wouldn't be looked into. These issues that I would post 5 years ago are still prevalent in the game today, and things only seem to be getting worse. When it comes to gameplay, the server issues have always been prevalent. It seems like EA can't support the amount of players who play on Friday and Saturday, so in the weekend league, it feels like you're playing in mud. There have even been FCS qualifiers from the professional players in which it seems like the host just wins every single game because the other player is just lagging too much. There are very big gameplay content creators like Inception who have said FC24 without content is a solid -10 out of 10. And as somebody who spends more time on the menus, I'll tell you what, the content isn't all that great either. Over the course of the last few FIFAs in FC24, the power curve has quickly begun to destroy the game sooner and sooner. It seems like with the overwhelming amount of promos that these cards get out of the meta almost immediately. The best gold cards in the game you can't even use a few weeks after release. And every single month a new promo could drop, and by the next month it's just not usable anymore. Even Team of the Year, which is almost impossible to pack now. Even if you saved tens of millions of coins, you might get lucky and get the Team of the Year goalkeeper, but actually packing Team of the Years is basically impossible. And then come June, July, the Team of the Year cards are free, and on top of that, what are supposed to be the best cards of the year, which is Team of the Year, are actually out of the meta, and there's better 98 and 99 overall cards with far more playstyle plus that completely drown them out. So why would you want to spend so much time and so much money and so much effort getting an ultimate team by the end of January when you know that none of those players are going to be usable come June? Every single player you can get 99 rated at the end of the year would be your ultimate team, and at that point they're basically free from repeatable squad building challenges and spending hours and hours just recycling and recycling. The experience, it's dying. But I'll admit, I still enjoy the game early on, in October, November, maybe December, but by the time Team of the Year rolls around and builds up all the hype just to tear us all down, I'm just about done with the game. And if my gaming channel wasn't an indication of that, I basically stopped uploading videos in January this year, because I just could not play that game anymore. And I just decided to make this YouTube channel, because it's a lot more fun than playing that game in June. But the truth is, FIFA 14 wasn't like this. I played that game from day one all the way until the very end, and I probably would have played it for a few more months if I needed to. It was spectacular from beginning to end. It had me captivated in every single promo, and even if there were weeks without a promo, it was balanced. And FIFA 15 came along, and that was great. Price ranges did taper it out a little bit sooner than 14 maybe, but FIFA 17, from the beginning to the end. But over the course of the last few years, FIFA 18 died a little bit sooner, and then 19 was, oh my God, it was terrible. And 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, at this point, they're all blending together. And sooner am I getting bored of the game. And a lot of that is just down to the fact that EA do not care. As long as they're getting FC points, as long as they're making money off microtransactions, well, why would they listen to me? So to loop back around and answer the question, will FC25 be any different? The answer is no. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.